What's going on, everybody? If anybody would maybe do let me know on how the audio is going on this. Um, okay, that sounds pretty good. So what's going on, everybody? I see we got one person in here. That you, Mike? You come back or? We got this new setup going, and I'm trying to get everything worked out and all the little kinks and stuff. Had stacking points. We were gonna go back to doing our. One second here. I have to mute myself here. Okay. Anyway, um, we're gonna get back to doing our talking point Tuesdays, to where, well, it's just that whatever we feel like talking about, we're gonna go ahead and go live and get it going. Now, of course, you all are looking at this ugly mug this time around, and well, I apologize, but I'm gonna get to doing more of this and really get it going here. Got this new setup pretty well taken care of. Still waiting on that desk, of course, because that company, well, that was a mess. But I should have known the actual name of the company where the desk was coming from, even though I went to online and got it. It ended up coming from a company called New Acme LLC. Yeah, anybody that's at least my age or older can understand the name Acme, and well, it held up to it. Let's see here. Says we got two people watching. I appreciate it, y'all. If I can even see, how do I? Well, I was trying to figure out how I could go ahead and see who all was in here, but it ain't letting me yet. I just ain't figured it out. Like I said, I'm just trying to get this all set up and work all the bugs out. I'm using StreamYard right now, of course, because nowhere near the sub count, which hopefully that changes here very soon. Now we are going to get back into doing more prepping based stuff, and still going to stick with the silver and the gold too. That's financial preparedness. Being prepared on all fronts is going to be very, very important. So anyone watching, you know, you have any ideas whatsoever, we will cover everything, one way or the other. Ah, there we go. Now I see some people. What's going on, y'all? I'm still very illiterate, I guess, when it comes to a lot of this, so bear with me on that. I do apologize. As I am proving right now, I am in top chat. That would help if I go to live chat. But anyway, I know a lot of people are going live and getting stuff set up, more and more often. Um, Anybody that follows Prepper Tribe and Native Voice and Just Josh and all of them guys over there on the kind of the prepping community, they go live constantly, and I kind of would like to get into that as well. So just getting this all set up here. Good to see you, Monty. Good to see Patriot Sandwich Maker. I should have listed you as well when you got up there the other night that on the panel. Really like how you kept changing everything out on your little picture there. That was cool. Now we do talk a lot on this about precious metals and things like that, and one of them that's not really too precious, but still important is copper. Now, used to copper was actually very cheap, and then in the area that I live in, unfortunately, we deal with a lot of people that like to break into houses to steal the copper out and sell it for obvious various reasons. You know that I'm sure everybody understands what I'm getting at. But as of right now, I'm gonna try to share this and see if I can do this right. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we got copper going at over $4.21 right now a pound. So I mean, and then it says the settlement price is 438. Looks like it's come down a little bit here. You know, as of this morning, it's actually taken a pretty good dive there. But that's the daily price as well. Things fluctuate on a regular basis everywhere, so daily price is just kind of is what it is. I don't really stay up to the second on it because much as it changes. Is the volume all right for y'all? Am I being too loud and stuff? I've got another mic that I will be using once I get the desk and stuff, but this camera that I'm using at the moment's got a mic in it as well. Sound is muffled. Okay. Um, let's see here. Camera mic settings. Okay. That didn't help. Let me go back to this here. I definitely appreciate the input. It lets me know what I'm doing wrong here. Manage sound device. There we go. Okay, well, it's a new computer as well, so still trying to figure it out too. And I'm not doing too hot of a job here. Oh shoot, I can't find anything that's actually going to let me crank the audio up, so maybe I need to speak a little louder and see if that helps any. I'm kind of a person that's usually very soft spoken and don't talk too much. One of those things. I speak when something needs to be said, and other than that, you know, I usually keep my mouth shut. Okay, well, let's see here. Just out of curiosity, how are we doing? That ain't gonna help. Okay, that really ain't gonna help. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? I see we do have three people in here, and I once again definitely appreciate y'all stopping in just to kind of see what's going on. This is more of a working everything out and kind of get it all set up and see what silver price is doing right now. All right. I'm not doing so hot. We're trying to get this screen going on here. There we go. Wow, silver has dropped quite a bit. If I'm reading that right, either that or JM Bullion does not have the price correct at the moment. But I'm double checking it with Kitco, and that price is correct. Wow. The spot price has actually dropped down under $26 on silver an ounce. And gold is back under 1800. That is some big number drops there. Ouch. Sorry, I'm actually sitting in the floor right now at my coffee table because, like I said, that desk was junk and still waiting on the other one to get here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show off a few things that I've got here recently, just to keep this from being too boring. Oh, now I got this from Silver Taco, one of his hats here, and oh, green screen's gonna mess with it. It's a black hat, even though the green screen is going on there. Okay, well, guess I'm not gonna be showing that. Should check that out beforehand. What is going on, Silver Scorpion? Just trying to get this stuff all set up to where this can be a regular thing. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna start talking about a lot more stuff other than just silver and gold. I started this channel originally to be a prepping channel and try to share information that I had with others, just to give everybody that last little bit of info they might need. Now, we're actually going to be having a canning video coming up here very soon. I went out and this past Saturday, I believe I got like 8 cases of canning jars. 6 of them were pint, and I picked up 2 cases of jelly jars as well. So need to get quarter and half ounce silver rounds. I can understand the fractional there. Yep, definitely helps out whenever you're trying to break it down. That's like I really like the 10-ounce bars, but if you ever got in a situation where you had to trade it for something, 10 ounces of silver is a pretty good trade. So that's why I like a lot of the constitutional silver. And thanks to Silver Soldier of Fortune, which anybody that follows the Premier train, that's what I'm going to be talking about this video on Saturday, is the stuff that I got from him in that trade that we did. And he sent all kinds of constitutional. And everybody knows how Silver Soldier of Fortune is. He is a very, very giving person, and he definitely gave more than he should have on that trade. All right, Dove Season, we will catch you later. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm just going to sit here and ramble for a little while, and if anybody would like to hop on, actually, just because, oh, there we go, I can move that. Cool. I'm still learning as well. Throw that out there in chat, just to make things more complicated and see if I can really mess this up somehow. I don't know how Mad and everybody else keeps up with everything all at the same time. Definitely gonna need another screen and figure out how that works to where you use more than one screen. If anybody knows anything on that, definitely if you would hit me up, send me an email or something like that. So that way, I would love to learn more of this and really get it going. And there's my email there in the chat. I've got it posted on my about page and stuff like that as well. So next time around, I think I'm gonna try to do it through, since I'm able to do it from the computer now. I will try to do it through Streamlabs instead of StreamYard, because I see I've got a pretty, I'd say probably at least a 10-second lag between what's going on here and where it's actually showing up on YouTube. I would think that doing it just straight through YouTube instead of having to go through StreamYard and send it over and all that would take care of the lag, but oh, let's see what we got here just to show a few things off, since y'all are being bored and still bearing with me, and I definitely appreciate that. Now, there we go. Here's one of the main things that I got from Silver. Ooh, part of the city now. From Silver Soldier of Fortune that will be showing off this weekend is that 84 Prospector round. Now that was actually what was being given away that week, and then I told him the mystery box, and it was thrown in on the mystery box as well. So whenever he sees this, once again, brother, thank you. I really appreciate not just what I got or our trades or anything else, but just everything you do in general. I mean, you do a lot for this community. Everybody in the stacking community really tries to help one another, and you know, just be very cool people. It's been a very nice, relief from everything that was going on this past year. But like I said, this channel was originally made to try to be on some other different subjects as well. I'm not going to get away from the coins and everything, but I am definitely going to integrate everything else into it. But let's see here. Since I'm making y'all bored, I would like to get back on to talking about copper. Now, here's something that I got from Tucker Burton. Now, we put a whole bunch of, there we go. Well, there we go. I put a whole bunch of these in a treasure chest I got that I still need to do the video on that as well. I told the man that made that I would shout him out and really do a good video on it, and I'm going to do that. But it was filled with these right here, and Tucker lives very close to me to the point that he actually goes ahead and I don't pay him shipping. He just ends up dropping it off at my house whenever I get something from him. What's going on, Vendetta? Appreciate you stopping in here. Now, one of the last ones I got, if anybody, there it is. One of the last ones I got, if anybody had missed it, was just this small bar right here. And the kids have been playing with it, so it's already starting to tone up pretty nice. That's good to see you too, bro. Now, I really like this one because, as you can see, he got his, sorry, I'm still getting used to the whole camera thing. He got his maker's mark real deep in there. I actually like the way that looks, instead of just being a little bit of the maker's mark as well. Now that one there is 5.9 ounces. Like I said, you can see where it's toning up because the kids keep playing with it, and I like stuff like this because they can just go to town on it and not have to worry about the whole, I don't own a glove. I'm not going to wear a glove. If I'm not supposed to touch it, I will put it directly from whatever it's in to an airtight, and I'll leave it at that. Beyond that, it's, well, gold you can touch anyway, and I prefer silver I can touch as well. If it tones up, then I'm the kind of person that likes the tone on silver. So, but here's another thing that I got from Tucker. He when he was stamping it, he double stamped his maker's mark. That green screen thing is kicking in again. But this here's over 2.5 pounds. And this side will probably go wild on the green screen because it's got that green patina to it. And yeah, there we go. Wouldn't it be cool if it actually looked like that right there? I think that'd be awesome. But anyway, that's 2.5 pounds of copper. So, and he's got these new ones right here with this little bottle that he recently got. He's putting them in these glass bottles. So, silver shot and a nice little glass bottle. That's just really cool looking. I mean, that'd be something to have sitting up somewhere on a shelf or something. And if we're going to talk about poured pieces, we're definitely going to have to kick out a couple others here. Just because I'm rummaging through stuff here sitting off to the side. Now, one we all know and love is going to be Pirate Stacker. Rat Stack did an absolutely amazing job on this pour. I mean, oops, I'm dropping it. Thankfully, I got that pad down. Definitely fix the green screen issue the next time around. Like I said, I'm still toying with everything. But that was the original Pirate Stacker channel round, and I said Rat Stack just did an amazing job. Now, we'll go a little up north on stuff here. And this one here, I don't know if we can get it. There we go. Yeah, we got a beaver. Mill Stacks. Number 4. This one here is actually the number 1. Oh, number 10, excuse me. I was looking at the back and it's 1 ounce. Now, a lot of stuff, even from the Lady Bullion channel round, I seem to get number 10 on, which is very interesting. Just like when it comes to Mill Stacks again, I got the number 10 channel bar when he made them. Right there's almost 3 ounces. It's over 2 3/4. So, and he's been doing lots of cool stuff here lately. I've got to get back over to his channel. I've been missing out on pretty well everybody's channels trying to get this stuff set up. And well, it's summertime, and my 3 monkeys decided they were going to go back to regular school, which is definite thankful on that. If anybody had to deal with doing virtual schooling, I had to do it for 3 of them, and that was interesting, to say the least. But let's see here. Where did I set that piece? Because this one is another silver round. There we go. I'm back to doing Tucker Burton here. I got 3 ounces of silver shot from our guys, the Metal Merchants, and well, I don't have a furnace or anything else like that yet, so I can't do any pouring. But went ahead and talked to him, and he poured me a 3 ounce Aztec round out of that silver shot I got. And he actually, truth be told, with all the stuff I had bought off of him, he went ahead and just poured it for me for free. So, big shout out to him again, and thank you for doing that. That's very, very cool. Yeah, the pirate thing was very, very awesome. I know they've got some new stuff in the works, and that's like I know Aloha has some new stuff in the works too, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. Want to do another big shout out. Everything this guy right here makes is it's expensive, but it's worth it. I mean, you're not gonna get, I mean, he's got some stuff it's all reasonably priced, but the work that he does is just flat out amazing. And actually, just so that way I can show exactly what I'm talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen here once I can get this all pulled up and it acts right. Okay, well, now there's the search bar. Okay. Um, old part. Okay, let me share the screen here. There we go. Now look at some of the stuff this guy does. And some of it he goes ahead and adds a little bit of enamel into it as well. And it just makes things absolutely pop. But the detail that he gets into some of his things are it's just nuts. It's beyond, it really is beyond, just pouring silver. It's truly artwork. I know I'm coming off as a little bit of a fanboy on that, but I mean, you can see just exactly why. But I would like to get into shouting everybody out, anybody and everybody, especially anyone that's pouring. Because I mean, this stuff right here you could have sitting on your shelf, and with it having the antique look, if somebody was going to come in and hit your safe or something, they're more than likely going to look at this and think it's worth anything, unless they really know what they're doing. But that stuff right there is just really cool. Speaking of which, that's something that Yankee Stacking and Silver Dragons talked about a little while back that I would definitely recommend. If you have any precious metals in your house and you do have a safe, go ahead and get you a little bit of that fake stuff and put that in your, a safe that's visual, something that's going to be easily seen. So if someone wants to break into your house, they break in there, they get that. Cool. I've got gold, I've got silver, I'm getting out the door. And then the rest of your stuff is safe in another safe you can have somewhere or stashed somewhere that is extremely hard to get to. Now I've got other means of well, I'll say security, because I know how YouTube likes to play around with certain channels and stuff. But what is going on, we the people? Great to see you. Thank you for joining us here. I know I'm just kind of rambling along here and figuring things out as I go along here too. Now, let's see here. Start the new company yet? Getting a new job. Congrats on that. Definitely hope it is an improvement on whatever you had beforehand. That's always a benefit moving up in the world. Let's see. Now, somebody that I did a design for here recently is Chief Stacker. Now, for anybody in the chat that doesn't know, I do design work. I do logos, backgrounds, video work, you name it. When it comes to digital artwork of any kind, I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I know. I've got another mic. It's just that I don't have my desk set up yet, because I don't have my desk because I had to send the other one back. And the camera itself has got a little mic in the bottom of it, and that's what I'm trying to use. I guess I should have went ahead and pulled out the other mic and hooked it all up, but I'm sitting at my coffee table right now, and So I've got a huge 32-inch screen in front of me. I've got my tower sitting beside the coffee table and everything sitting on it. And right now I've actually got a couple things standing up behind me holding up that green screen. So I'm trying to keep from going a little too far with it, and then I really make the wife mad, you know. So anybody can understand that situation. Already know she's not happy about it, and I'm I'm not gonna make her mad. I'm not gonna try to anyway. But no, talking about Chief Stacker, he sent he sent a bunch of stuff a while back that was for the monkeys. There we go. And this is one of the things he sent. Now, I definitely gotta figure out that green screen a little better. When I do it on my video work, it's real easy. It's kind of click and go, and I can kind of move things around on the fly. But this one here, as I'm trying to play with the camera and everything, there we go. We have a 5 pesos from, I believe it was 85. Actually, a lot darker here, 83. Okay, from 1983. So that was one of the things that Chief Stacker sent, and the stuff for the monkeys. And if he ends up watching this, I definitely appreciate it. And Money, I appreciate that comment. Anything I do, I try to work with everybody, because I checked into it around here because I was making a logo for a friend's lawn company, and the local company here that does stuff like that, they actually charge $80 an hour just to do design work. That's not them printing stuff out or anything else. That is just them making a logo for you. And to me, that's ridiculous. I mean, everybody's got to get paid and everything like that, but no, whatever I charge, I will work with somebody all the way until it is completely exactly how they want. I don't care how many drafts I have to do, what I've got to change on it. You know, you get something from me, it's going to be what you want. Now, I've had people that I make it right quick. I've had people that I spend several days on it even. Yeah, they are definitely ridiculous on their price on that one there. But you know, whatever you want changed, if I make something for you, even down to the very last little detail. Say you don't like a font that I used, you know, and I try to get as much information from everybody before I make something. That way, it's right there. What's going on, Sarge? I appreciate that, brother. But no, and I can understand not really worrying about a logo and stuff like that as well. I mean, I kind of went ahead and took the jump as soon as as soon as I started the channel, or at least whenever I come over to the stacking community, and I actually paid a Flatline Racer to do mine, which is kind of weird now that I'm doing logos, you know, but he did an amazing job, and I'm going to use it all the way until I can't anymore, because once I try to get monetized, it kind of looks like Two-Face, and I mean, it's based off that mentality, but I'm sure that, you know, DC is going to have an issue with it once I try to become monetized, so I'll probably have to change it then. And I've got several backups that I've already planned out for that, but that's what people know, and that's what I'm going to use until I can't use it anymore. Now, in my opinion, it's not Two-Face, it's Jekyll and Hyde. He's transforming, because truthfully, that's what it's needed. Hours, I'm not really worried about hours right now. Shoot, Bub, I've only got, last time I checked, it was 443 subs. So I'm way down on the sub count to even be worried about my hours right now. Um, I've started to figure a few things out on YouTube to increase all that stuff. And well, that last video that I put out, I guess it was a day ago, whatever, on the EDC. That one there is, yeah, I need 1,000 subs before you can get monetized. It's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. It's just the to open the door to get into being even worried about being monetized. So, but it'll eventually happen. I'm working my way there, and it'll be cool when it does. Of course, anybody that has become monetized will tell you that it's cool to have and it's really cool to do, but you can have I think somebody broke it down the other day, and for every 1,000 views you get a nickel or something along those lines there. So I mean, a lot of people think monetization is huge, and it is for the channels that have 100,000 followers or something like that. I'm sure they're making some money, but for the smaller channels, it's a nice thing to have under your belt, but it's not something I'm extremely worried about. I'm That's why I've kind of went with the design thing as well. And yeah, yep, there we go right there. I have me a nickel and be doing good. But that's why I've been trying to put out them t-shirts and things like that, and trying to get people a little bit over that way, because everything that I do is going to be put into the channel. I mean, just as plainly as I can say it, everything that I make is put directly into this channel, or into doing my work of doing design work, for everybody else. So one way or the other, it's either helping the channel or it's helping the community for me being able to do stuff for the community, is the way I'm seeing it. But and actually that new intro is just kind of me playing around on that one. This on Saturday, when I talk about the stuff I got from Silver Soldier of Fortune, I'm gonna change it up. Wild West Stacker talked about going ahead and having the there was a Harry Potter wand or whatever when he zapped, and I've got a little something very similar to that, and I'm gonna give it a shot. And just for that one, I'll keep changing it up. A lot of people like the old intro that I made, and that one took a little bit of time getting it all set up, because the video part isn't really the hard thing when you're doing work. Of course, I was trained in it. I went to high school and went to a vocational school when I was in high school, and took they changed the name several times actually when I was in the class, because it was the first year for it. But it was like video and radio production, and the stuff that I originally got trained on for the video production was called the Avid system. And at the time, that was actually what they were using in Hollywood, making all the big movies. So, I mean, the same exact stuff I got trained on when I was in high school is what they were using to make the big movies in Hollywood at the time. And from what I can tell, most all the other editing software has been based off of that one ever since. But I've been out of high school for a little bit, so I've been kind of dusting, knocking the dust off of it ever since, and trying to run with it. But let's see here. Now, another channel that I wouldn't mind shouting out to y'all, if you would, go over and check them out. I know they haven't had anything come out for a little bit, and I was actually going to email him right before I started this and didn't do it. But that would be Golden Spike Stackers, with Bourbon and Slacker Stacker. Now, they're also on Instagram, and I've been trying to get to where I can shout everybody out that's on Instagram as well, because there's a lot of great people over there. Like I showed a while ago with Gold Spartan, the stuff that he does is just, it's crazy. and he definitely deserves a shout out. But I got a piece right here that I got from Bourbon on a trade. Now he traded me. There we go. I got the Mandalorian coin. Of course, that's not the new one. This is just the skull there. But you know, but that was on a trade. There was this one, and there was the one with Boba Fett, and I traded him a Sunshine Round, a Sunshine Bar, and a Maple. And it was cool to find out that it was actually his very first Maple. So, that was just cool. But if anybody wants to jump in, actually, I know it with the stacking community, we don't really do that, but with the prepping community, it's very common to jump up on the board with somebody. Now I know, like, excuse me. Now I know, like, Tupac and Maya and everybody else. They usually have quite a few people up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in the comments again. Anybody? Oops, I am not casting. I am pasting. There we go. Anybody that would like to jump in, by all means, feel free, and I'll throw you up there and give it a shot. Let me see how things kind of sound, because hearing myself, I shut myself off, but through StreamYard, I should still be able to hear everybody and all that. I shut myself off on YouTube trying to see how I sounded. Let's see here. When I graduated high school, a 286 computer was the top of the line. I hear you that. I hear you on that one there. That's like I just got this computer here, to do this and to kind of help with my designs and stuff, because the one I got 4 years ago. Now, after I got it, I know a few things about computers, and I went ahead and upgraded the power source and the RAM, and added a video card and all the fun stuff of upgrading a computer. So it ran all the way up until, well, I'm still using it. If we got anybody watching, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you know what would keep a computer from allowing a PNG file to have its, transparent background, please email and let me know. On my other computer, it gives it its transparent background to where I can do my designs real easy. This new computer, for some reason, will not let them have the transparent backgrounds. So I've got to manually go in and cut everything out and just spend a whole lot more time on it. For whatever reason it is, I've been trying to look it up, and it just keeps saying, well, some programs don't let you do that. Okay, well, what can I change on that thing? But, oh well, it'll get figured out and sorted out. Let's get back to something interesting. Now, let's see here. That's a Somali coin. Maybe a couple slab pieces here will show up. Now, I got this one a while back. It was my very first slab piece. And it's the Constitutional round that was made in '87. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. And it is a 69 deep cam on that one there. It is PCGS. There we go. I'll finally get it out there. The fun parts of being live. I edit all that, stupid stuff out, which is really cool for anybody that watches CBG Coins Matt. At the end of it, he will, throw up all his little screw ups. It reminds me of a Jackie Chan movie where you got all the bloopers at the end. I absolutely love watching that. That's funny that he will just let it, let that roll as well. Now, I don't have a 70 yet on any of my slab, which, like I said, I've only got 2 slab things right now. But here is the early release, 2021. That isn't a 69 as well. There we go. I'll finally get it right here. That's it. I'm still figuring out trying to hold things correctly for the camera. But I got that from the metal merchants when they got their bin show on Fridays. So Friday night, anybody that has, I try to stay away from auctions because that can get kind of crazy sometimes. And even though we want to help the person that's selling it, sometimes the prices can get up there on some stuff, and it's cool for them, but I just try to stay away from auctions for that reason. Now their bin show, they set a price. First one to say bin, or first one to say bin and the price, that's what you get. And I find that very cool. So shout out to Silver Husky and DOA on their bin show on Friday nights. So anybody that doesn't really like auctions but still wants to kind of participate and get some really cool stuff at a great price, definitely hit them up. They've always got, great prices on everything that they do. They're part of the community and they try to help everybody out as well. Let's see here. Another thing that I'll be showing off on Saturday in the and talking about what Silver Soldier of Fortune gave me. Here is a silver round that commemorates what happened on September 11th. And anybody that knows me a little bit, what's going on, Armando? Anybody that knows me a little bit knows that I am a big history buff, but I also support our troops. There'll be a lot of people that have to holler about it and everything, but I support our law enforcement as well. And about 4 years ago, I had an incident to where, truthfully, I was no longer with us for a few seconds. And our police officer here in town did everything in his power, along with our first responders, to make sure that, well, I'm still sitting here. So, big shout out and full respect for anybody that takes the oath and anybody that's in a medical situation that tries to help people. My wife is an RN as well, and the front side of this coin. Oh, no, we're gonna get it to where it shows it right here. There. That stupid green screen. Okay, there we go. It's actually talking about the police department there in New York for September 11th. So that was a very cool thing that he sent. Thank you very much, Patriot Sandwich Maker, for stopping in. Like I said, I'm just kind of messing around here, trying to get it all set up and get it going. Let's see here, 2A, fight for it or lose it. Here in Canada, we didn't, and now we're paying for it. Yeah, brother, I cannot imagine being up there in Canada. I couldn't imagine it. I mean, I've grown up with firearms since I was a little kid. I can remember going squirrel hunting and everything else with my grandpa, or shoot, there were times when we'd go bird hunting. Truthfully, wouldn't have any dogs. It was us kids that would go through the briars and all that, and chase everything out. And then once everything was way well away from us and up in the air, then that's when family member might shoot something. But I know for a lot of people that might sound a little dangerous nowadays, and I assure you, common sense was a big thing back then compared to what we live with nowadays. Common sense doesn't seem to be so common anymore. But anybody that has anything that they would like for us to talk about, on this thing, like I said, it's going to be a regular thing on Thursdays, to where, and actually, I put Tuesday on that instead of Thursday. Shows you where my mind's at and everything that's going on these days. I put it to where it says Thursday or Tuesday and all that kind of stuff. So we will definitely get that changed after the stream. So any of y'all that are in here get to see my screw up, and anybody watching afterwards gets to hear about it too. So it sucks. When I was a kid, it wasn't like this, but when I became complacent, well, the rest is history. In the UK, there are almost no guns. They kill each other with knives and bats. And you're right there. They try to say the guns are the problem, but you look at the countries to where they don't allow firearms, then they just use something else. It's not the gun that's the problem; it's the people. When it comes right down to it, I mean, no matter how you want to look at it, it is the person themselves that is controlling the object that causes the situation. And if they are going to set out to do something bad, they're going to do it. Whether they have a gun, whether they have a knife, whether they have you actually look it up, and there are more deaths in this country by somebody being beaten to death with a hammer than what there are gun deaths. And I am somewhat close to Chicago, so that's actually a very surprising number to me. And the tool isn't the problem; it's the user. And you're right there, because that's actually how I was raised. Is that yes, a firearm does what it does, but it is a tool, just like a hammer, just like a screwdriver. It has its purpose and it does its purpose. You learn to use it the way you're supposed to use it, and you learn to use it well. I made you think it was Tuesday. It shows you exactly where I'm at right now too, there, Millstacks. And shout out to you, brother. I showed off a couple of your channel rounds just a little bit ago. Like I said, trying to get all this stuff working correctly, and wow, you guys have actually sat here and listened to my rear end ramble for almost an hour now. What's wrong with y'all? There's thank you very much on all that. That is very cool. But yeah, that's how I was raised. Everything has its purpose. You learn to be very efficient with the tool and use it correctly. I mean, I was still old enough that at 13 you went and you got your hunting license. You went through the training course, you went through all that little stuff. I mean, of course, we were hunting before then, but you went and got your hunting license and everything so you could be out on your own to go do it. I grew up in a small, well, I say small. The town that I grew up in was fairly small for the most part, and then the town I lived in was a little bit bigger. And right north of us, we have Southeast Missouri State University. So, it's definitely not a huge town compared to, like, say, St. Louis, but still quite a bit bigger. And a lot of your interesting facts go on there with it being a college town, of course. So, but I am probably going to go ahead and cut it at an hour here. I've still got a lot of stuff that I need to take care of around here. But thank every last one of you for stopping in. And anybody that's watching this afterwards, I definitely appreciate you just stopping in and watching. I'm definitely going to try increasing everything I can to make this channel something cool, and going to keep the designs going and the video work going to where it does the same thing. But we are definitely going to start incorporating a lot more things other than just silver and gold. We're going to start talking about R2A a lot more. We're going to start in Switzerland, they're armed to the teeth. And you're right on that right there. And yet they have the lowest number of murders and break-ins and home invasions. It's called the Great Equalizer you're right. Because, I mean, actually, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but in Switzerland, at least maybe it was at one time, they were mandated to own a rifle at a certain age. Once you hit a certain age, you were more or less, I mean, it wasn't like the draft to where you had to join the army, but you were mandated to own a rifle. That's like over there. They also have to where each each household more or less has a garden, whether it be backyard or front yard or something like that. So I mean, they're very, very self-sufficient over there, and it amazes me how you do have to do 3 years of civil service in the military, and they give you the weapons. Okay, well, I agree with that. I personally never served, and I have regretted that my entire life. I have health issues now to where I am not able to serve, but I will always back anyone that has taken that oath. I have full respect to anybody that has taken that oath, whether it be this country or any other country. If you're willing to lay your life down to save and protect and help others, I cannot express how much respect that I give to a person like that. I have many members in my family that have served and still have families, that are serving. And I can't express my feelings towards anyone that does that. You should be on a higher stance than a lot of people give you respect for. And I'll put it out there for anybody that's watching, anyone that has ever served or that is still serving. Thank you very much for your service. Full respect to you on anything that you have done for your service. But no, I believe there are a lot of people that really should. There would be. I think it gives you a better understanding of the real world as well if you've had to do that. There are a lot of people nowadays that they have a lot of opinions, but they really don't understand how the world works. I agree there are many things that should happen certain ways, and that's a big subject that we're going to have to get in on another time. But I really do believe there's a lot of people out there that kind of need a wake up call on how the world really works. America is not as big and bad as a lot of people think in more ways than one. Whether it be in, top dog or whether it be in the bad guy. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that need to be looked at through a different set of glasses, I guess. But anyway, before we get way too deep on too much of that stuff, because we are going to save a lot of that for another video, I want to thank y'all again for coming. We are hitting right at the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I do apologize about the audio. Like I said, I do have another microphone that is sitting about 4 feet away from me. I am just sitting in the floor at my coffee table, so I am not going to put a desk mic and attach it to my coffee table and all that kind of stuff. I figured I'd just go with the microphone on the camera. But we'll get it all worked out. I thank you guys for letting me just kind of sit up here and ramble for a while and try to figure this stuff out as well. I think I had the biggest part of it kind of figured out on how it all works, and this is going to start becoming a more common thing. We are definitely going to, get up here and talk about some stuff. Anybody that watches this, please leave a comment. I would love to know what you guys think would be a good subject to talk about. I mean, there's not very much off limits. I don't really want to get too much into religion, and I don't want to get, I have my stance on that, and I am a Christian that is married to a Catholic, and my kids are being raised Catholic. So there is my stance. That's kind of where I will take that. Beyond that, I'm not really going to get into those subjects. There's too much hostility usually attached to that, and I don't really want to bring that here. But anyway, thank you guys. We are hitting right on an hour right now. Millstacks, I definitely appreciate you stopping in, brother. I actually need to send you an email because I still never heard if you got that thing or not. And but yeah, appreciate y'all for being here, and we are going to cut it right there. Thank y'all for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Hope everybody has you a great day.